Hey guys, so happy Wednesday. I'm going to start scheduling these calls weekly. So 8 o'clock typically works best for me. So I am going to put in a weekly update. I'm going to try to get some guest speakers to come on our calls. And I'm going to ask for you to make it a priority. I want you to try to treat these calls as part of your decision to get healthy, regardless of where you are in your journey and in your business. And I say that for those of you who are interested in someday coaching actively, some people who just want the discount, and that's cool too. But I am going to do a much better job of trying to make myself available on a weekly basis for everyone. So a couple of things to note. One, in terms of team maintenance, there are currently, I think, 17 people in our group. And some of you are a little bit more active than others, but I'd really like to see some more participation in the group, because then that way I know what kind of content you want and what I can do to be most helpful for you. What I'd really love to do next week is to sort of run you through on demand and sort of how that works. And particularly for those of you who are relatively new, Hope, Mindy, Lauren, Jen, Ines, to run you through sort of how all this stuff works and how you access it. I do have some guides up in the file section of the group, but in case you haven't explored that, I'm going to walk through it so that we are all on the same page, and in real time, I'll share my screen with you, walk you through everything you need to know. And if you have questions, comments, concerns, whatever, then we can have a conversation about it. It's way easier than email, way easier than me posting things in Facebook. Or chatting with you via Facebook Messenger. So, and this also allows you guys to get to know each other. So, so there's that. And the second biggest thing is that as a result of this team and the bigger team, the Follow Your Bliss team, you guys are part of the #1 team in Beachbody. #1. There are thousands, hundreds of thousands of individual teams in Team Beachbody. You are part of the #1 team, which is amazing and insane. And with that comes certain perks. So not next Wednesday. Early in May, our team will have, I believe it's May 9th, our team will have the opportunity to have a video call with the CEO of Beachbody, Carl Deichler. Most of you have not had the opportunity to see Carl speak in person. Rachel and I have, because we attended Summit last year, and I can tell you, like, the guy is super motivational and pumped up. And when I say that this business is not about sales, it is about people and relationships and helping people to get healthy and to lead more fulfilling lives. I feel like Carl sort of embodies it. He's funny. He walks the walk, just like the rest of us. He fucks up and eats shit and talks about it. And it's just really amazing. So keep your calendars clear for May 9th, I believe, because that call, you will be eligible to participate in that video call with us. I think that's the 9th. It is. It's going to be May 9th. It will be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So mark this out on your calendar. And that will be in place of our team call this week. Or that week, sorry. And the only other big things that I wanted to talk to you about were the things that are actually going on within Beachbody today. Starting yesterday, I take it back. Starting Monday, Beachbody rolled out 2 new flavors of Shakeology. For those of you who have sensitive bellies, I, for a while, drank the regular chocolate and then actually tasted cafe latte. And I'm not a huge cafe latte fan, although we all know that I love my coffee and it's my jam. The flavor just wasn't for me. And because I have a sensitive stomach, I stopped drinking the regular Shakeology because the whey was irritating my belly. So I switched and now I drink the vegan variety. So if you're having stomach troubles, what I would suggest is switching your next shipment to the one of the vegan flavors. But here's the great thing: 2 new flavors of Shakeology did launch on Monday. One of them is vegan vanilla, and the other one is vegan cafe latte. I'm interested to try the vegan vanilla. The regular vanilla isn't my favorite. And I'm not sure if it's just because I am like a sugar freak, so chocolate is like my spiritual soulmate. I don't know. But those are now available. So from here on out, if you get a notification that your Shakeology is due for a renew, then I would let you know that you can switch it and give it a try. There are also going to be sampler boxes so that you can try all the vegan flavors. So that is an opportunity as well. Let me just warn you that if you get a box of samplers, that's totally cool. But then the serving sizes per shipment are 24 servings and not 30. So just be forewarned that that is what's happening. I haven't had an opportunity to taste the vegan, so I can't necessarily tell you whether the other things are great or not. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try the vanilla for Jason's next shipment and see how that goes. Additionally, there are going to be 3 new programs that are rolled out through the on-demand system this year. One of them is coming in July, and I believe that those of us who are going on the Success Club trip next week, those of us who are going on the Success Club trip will have an opportunity to demo the Shift Shop. It's based on a 21-day program that ramps you up every week. So it's intended for all levels, and there are modifiers throughout. The first week is 25 minutes of workout. The next week ramps up to 35, and then week 3 ramps up to 45. And we're going to have an opportunity to test it out when we're in Punta Cana. So I will definitely report back to let you know how that is. The second program that was announced is sort of a dance-based program from the creator of the Brazilian butt lift. And it is a dance program for all ages and all abilities. So if you're not somebody that really likes high impact workouts because you have bad knees, bad joints, whatever, you're just at the beginning of your journey, or you've got some other issues going on, then that program may be something that you would want to check out. It's a dance-based program. It's supposed to be, pretty beginner with the opportunity to increase the intensity. So those are things to look out for. But the important thing to know is that because most of you are all access members, you do have the ability to be one of the first to test those workouts and those programs out when they launch. I believe the Shift Shop will be launching in July, right around the time of Summit, which is our annual coach convention, if you will. Last year it was in Nashville. This year it's in New Orleans. And that is open to anybody. In fact, if anybody is interested in going, it's really inspiring. There are so many great guest speakers. And it's not really about, it is about Beachbody, but it's really about being the best you and trying to figure out like what that looks like and what that means to you. And I can't say enough amazing things about that experience. So I do have someone that I know who is getting rid of a ticket to go at a transferable price, which was the early bird price. So if you're interested, please let me know. And so, yeah, what did we talk about? We talked about the new flavors, the new workouts, and All Access Pass. And then most of you are on the All Access Pass. If you are not, please reach out to me, because it does not make sense for you to keep spending money every quarter when you can get something in one bulk payment. And at this point, that package is $30 with Shakeology. So it will come with Shakeology. It will come with 1 year of access to On Demand, and it will come with another set of containers, which is awesome if you're like me and you're trying to like figure out what the portions are, or you use them as the travel, like little travel containers. And you also get an additional shaker cup. So there's that. And if you're not on there and you need some more information about the All Access Pass, then let me know. I'm happy to provide that. And what else? Personal development. It's huge. So I had a really, really, really bad day. I'm just going to make this about me for a second. I had a really bad day. And I know in talking to a lot of you are emotional eaters, as am I. And so the past couple of days at my real job have been really, really stressful. So stressful that it just, I don't know, it just kind of just like, ooh, hey. It's kind of like stressing me out. And today when I came home, my boyfriend is sick and hadn't walked our dogs. I came home from teaching my spin class and I had to take my dogs out. And I was really jonesing for like carbs and chips, and like, because I felt really stressed out. And as much as I tried to let some issues at work go, I just couldn't do it. So I took my dogs for a walk, and rather than focus on all the stuff I was totally going to house and eat when I came back, I put my phone on speaker and listened to some personal development. And for whatever reason, I feel like sometimes that's a distraction for me and helps me sort of get out of my funk, if that makes sense. So what I listened to, so I downloaded this app for Audible. And this is basically what I am reading. So this is what my little interface looks like. I've downloaded all these books. And my first book is what I'm listening to now, is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And I spend a lot of time placing value in other people's opinions. And for whatever reason, I feel like people who tend to be emotional eaters tend to sort of share that piece. You know, something's gone wrong, you're upset, you're depressed, you find solace and comfort in food. And don't think that you are any different than 80 million other people across the world that have the same issues, because I certainly do. And so I put this book on speaker, even though I had listened to some of it this morning. I just needed to get my mind right. And I can't tell you, even though I like to listen to it on speaker in my hoodie while like this guy's cursing, I don't know, it sort of helped me to focus more on the act of myself and my role, and how I could shift my focus and focus less on the things that happened at my job, and more about what I could do about my feelings that didn't involve food. And I can't recommend it enough. I've asked a bunch of you if you have Audible. First of all, Audible is completely free. So here's my challenge to you. The next book that I am going to read is called The 5-Second Rule, Transform Your Life. And my challenge to all of you, all like 17 of you in this group, is to download the Audible app, like tonight. Download the Audible app. Let me know when you've done it. And I will gift you, as long as you are committed, I will gift you an electronic version of the 5-Second Rule so that we can all read it together. So you let me know if you're ready, because this journey, this business is not just about physical transformations. It's not. Why do you think people start diets and they fail? It's because they think that being thin or being a certain size or whatever that is going to make them happy. And 99% of the time, people get to that goal or lose a few pounds and they start to feel good about themselves, and then they self-sabotage themselves and they're not happy, and they find comfort in food, and they gain back the weight that they lost plus some. It is a continuous cycle. And I am telling you this not because of what I read in some bullshit book. It's because I understand, because I have been there. And I'm still struggle with it. I was pretty honest about it I when I posted all my things about my ultimate reset. And again, if you feel as though you have an unhealthy relationship with food, and let's be serious with one another, if you have an unhealthy relationship with food, then I can't recommend that program enough. It is 21 days of focusing on what you are putting in your mouth. And honestly, I have started to like head right back into those habits, and I'm stopping myself and saying, no, what is a more appropriate, healthier alternative? And I ate my dinner and I have some water, and that's it. Like, I'm done. I had some fruit when I came home because I taught a class and I worked out this morning, and I felt really overwhelmed and really, really hungry. And I didn't want that to turn into like, whatever, eat fest. So guys, I can't encourage it enough. So much so that I am willing to put my money where my mouth is. And there are, 17 people in this group, and I'm prepared to gift 17 of you a copy of this book so that we can read it together, because you're never going to get out of your own way if you don't deal with the health of what's going on, this muscle between your ears. So with that said, I'm going to cut this call off. I'm going to post it in our group page. Put it on your calendar. Next Wednesday, 8 p.m. is when our team call is. Do not make me show up every week and talk to myself. This is a team, and I can't help you if you're not willing to help yourself. So have a great night. And thanks so much for, again, trusting me to be part of your journeys. But remember, this is your journey, and you did not buy a product. You didn't. You're investing in yourself, and I can't do it for you. Have an awesome night.